Woo woo woo. This your girl Ramel.
This is Leslie.
And Randy.
Thanks for joining us for another episode, you guys. We hope you enjoy.
Enjoy.
Yay. OMG, you guys. Today we have our first special guest.
Guest.
Oh my gosh.
We're in the car and we got someone in the backseat today.
What? Y'all, well, please welcome my little sister, Randee Lynn. Say hi, girl.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm
Yay.
excited.
Randee is a teacher. Yes, woo woo woo. She's a teacher, so this was like our last chance.
Right.
She goes back, teachers be going to school like super early.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but y'all do get summers. That's nice.
Yes, it's been a fun 2 months.
Yes.
Every year you get 2 months off. That's a good deal. Is
It
that
is.
part of why you became a teacher?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
The
that's
breaks.
good.
Yeah.
Because
The
it's
breaks
not
is-
just summer. It's
Right.
Right.
All year round.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
You get Christmas and Thanksgiving and spring.
a fall
All
break
right.
and
That's
a spring
pretty
break.
smart.
It is. She gets all the
Good
major
on you.
holidays off. So,
And you celebrate them good. If there's one thing Randee is a celebrator.
Yes, I will.
Exactly. She is single, ready to mingle. She's, I love it. Living her best life.
Mm-hmm.
Right? She ain't going back and forth with y'all Negroes.
No. She's correct.
Yes. So let's get into it, because I know with my sister and my best friend here, we are going to talk.
Yeah, we're about to. Welcome to your first 3-hour episode.
Exactly. I'm like, we got stuff to do.
Buckle
we gotta keep
in,
it moving.
folks.
Yes, we got to keep it moving. So, okay, y'all. So let's talk briefly about Carlee Russell. I don't want to get too dark. And
At the
deep
time
into
of
it.
recording, we
Yes.
don't know what's
We
going
still
on.
don't
No.
know.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing to me.
Yeah, but it's very alarming.
very alarming. Either. I just
What?
don't even know what to say.
There's
Yes.
none of us in this car that wouldn't have stopped for a toddler on the side of the road.
Right?
Right. If y'all don't know who we're talking about, Carlee Russell is the young lady that pulled over on the side of the road, reporting that she saw a toddler, and then she disappeared for 2 days, and then she showed back up 48 hours later. But they're not saying that they're on the lookout for kidnappers,
Right. And then where's the toddler?
right? There's just a lot of questions.
Yes, and the parents have come out and said something basically respect our privacy, which of course, yes, but it's just.
But do we need to be on the lookout
Yes.
for some toddler?
Police haven't really said anything as
Yeah.
well.
Yes.
But they were really active, at the beginning and searching for her. You saw them shoulder to shoulder, lined up, walking down the highway. But then that she's found, there's no follow up on what happened.
Yeah, it's
So just mind your P's and Q's, ladies.
Yes.
Don't put both headphones in your ears.
Yes, Leslie has told me not to do that. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to not do that.
Don't do
Yes,
that.
sorry.
yeah.
Call somebody, and if you see a toddler on the side of the road, you need to call somebody.
Right. Call the police. It's a shame that we can't go up to the
Right?
Toddler
on the
But
pull over
in the car with your car locked, and this poor baby just.
Make sure they don't go on the street.
But
I
then
guess.
also there's video, and where's the baby? Because you don't see anybody at all on that
But then
video.
I thought I did. I feel like I saw one video where you didn't, and then I saw another one. I'm like, wait, is that a small person? Or?
I saw a video.
I don't know.
The video I saw, she pulled up real slow up the side of the road.
Right.
Which you would
And
think.
it's a busy road.
Right. And you would think that if you saw a toddler, that would happen real fast. Why would you go so slow up the.
Because it was dark, so it's not like you saw him. That's true, Leslie.
Yeah. And then you see the video, and you kind of see a shadow of somebody going from the driver's seat around the back to the passenger seat. But then that's really it.
I don't know. And then, no one else called in the toddler.
And
seeing
nobody
the toddler.
reported a missing toddler.
Right.
Were there other cars on the
Yeah,
road?
it was like
It was
I
a
haven't
busy
seen the
highway.
video.
Okay, so it was a
yeah.
busy highway. You think
Okay.
it was in Alabama, so it was a dirt road.
No.
it was a busy street.
Yeah, okay.
Busy. So, like I said, no one else saw the baby.
Yeah,
the
there's-
call?
I need to go back and see the
But
video.
and I don't want to be questioning people and their trauma. So I feel bad. I'm sorry, Carlee.
Well,
I don't know.
mean, Ramel has a lot of trauma, and I was out with friends. I was out with friends. We were playing putt-putt at another round in Dallas. It's really fun. And I just get this random text message, hey, be careful, and don't help people on the side of the road, no matter how helpless they look. That's all she said.
Don't do it,
And then I was
No
like,
context.
what happened? And then like and then she finally tells me, but that's like
That's all you know
that's
about
all.
this story.
Like, I was like, what? And then later, I went and like
Then
saw
she sees
stuff.
like the national news.
Yeah,
like,
but I
oh.
was like, that's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just
Sorry.
like having fun chilling. And I was like, what happened? I was like, are you okay?
I sent that text because I was nervous. But I knew she was with her friends. I didn't want to bother her. And
But also, you want to keep your sister alive.
Exactly.
And
so I was like,
unkidnapped.
I'm going to keep this brief as I can. But then I guess looking back, it did look like, what?
Not to alarm you,
Not
but
to alarm you.
please
but,
be
yeah.
alarmed.
Right. And then the funny thing is, I called Mom, and I was like, Mom, and I was telling her, and I was like, I think I need to tell Randee. And she's like, yes, call her, tell her. Like, she immediately
So
was
Mom
like,
was like,
She's like, yes,
Do it.
she
Like,
needs
just
to
do
know.
it. Okay.
she needs to know. So,
Well,
like I said, I was trying not to be intrusive, but
well, thank y'all for looking out for me.
yes, for sure.
Stay safe out there, y'all.
Yes,
It is
please.
really kinda-
ladies. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
it's so scary. Like, you know what? Everybody.
Yeah, nobody's safe
It is.
from weirdos.
Right? Nobody.
Like,
yes.
and weirdos stop. The weirdos aren't listening to us, but if a weirdo does happen to be listening to us right now, stop being weird, man. Like, let people go on runs and
just
Right.
stop
it
to
is
save
innocent
toddlers. Like,
people.
stop it.
I
Yeah.
remember, I think we talked about this before. I don't know, but we had a manager, Derek. Remember?
Yes.
At Chili's, and he got robbed at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Was it at gunpoint?
Derek did, yeah.
It was at gunpoint. Yes.
But then our other manager, Stuart, did too, and he got shot.
And and like these
Yeah.
are like individual people. Like, if you're gonna go
A manager
steal,
at Chili's.
steal from a corporation,
Yes.
do not steal from
Right.
hardworking people
Yeah.
that just
Right,
working
yeah.
at Chili's.
Right?
You know, rob their people. That's makes me mad.
At least scam and get some free ribs or something.
Right,
Don't
yes.
be shooting people.
Exactly. That's terrible.
Well, moving on.
Yeah, let's go something nicer.
Yes.
We just want to
Well,
say that.
kind of
PSA.
nicer.
I think it is. I think it's fun. I think it's hilarious.
So we're talking about the one and only Miranda
Yes.
Lambert.
I love Miranda Lambert. We've been to her concert.
We did. Me and Ramel went and saw her.
Yes. So I think she's a good time. She's a Texas gal,
Well,
and you know what? Don't be taking pictures in her damn concert.
don't do it. She don't like it.
She don't.
She quote unquote. She said. She's okay. If y'all don't know what's going on, Miranda Lambert has a residency in Vegas, and
Is it a show?
I thought it was.
Okay, I don't know.
I don't
She
know.
was performing in Vegas.
She's performing in Vegas.
Right.
And but
She was performing. And
yeah, she's performing. Sorry, I got distracted. There's a car going down the alley.
Oh, there was. I didn't even see.
I was like, what are they doing? The weirdos caught us. They're here.
They're here.
Oh Lord.
So Miranda Lambert's playing her concert, and she stops the show, and she says, "These girls are worried about a selfie and not listening to the song, and it's pissing me off a little bit." And we know she's Texan, so this is how she
That's
says
how
it.
she
Yeah.
sounded.
And she said, "I don't like it at all. We're here to hear some country music tonight, and I'm singing some damn country music." Miranda.
I'm sorry, Miranda. I paid $757 for these tickets. You don't let me take my selfie.
Right? Picture
Period.
didn't happen.
Right.
Right.
For $757, and you know there's fees.
Yes.
You got to pick out your
Girl.
outfit because those were not cheap outfits that
And
those were
those
wearing.
weren't cheap seats.
And then, have you seen? There's old footage of her
Yes.
where like they were doing a beach ball. You know how they bounce a beach ball around
Uh-huh.
at her concert, and she was like, "No,"
And she went back and stabbed it.
and she was like, "No."
She took it backstage and stabbed the
Yes,
ball. She popped
and
it.
then there was another one where she said like somebody was doing something. She said, "We're trying to." I just think it's funny that each time she stops the thing, she's like, "We're coming to hear some country music." In case you didn't know what genre I sing, it is country music.
Well, she is putting the "See You Next Tuesday" in country
Country
music.
music.
And then I think like two of the girls like walked out. They were like,
Yeah, people started
Yeah,
walking
people
out.
were
Yeah.
booing her and walking
Girl,
out.
people are like canceling her. Some people are like,
I
I
don't know,
unfollow
she's-
her on Spotify now, and I'm like, y'all can all calm down.
Look, go blow up your Bud Light. And
Exactly.
Right.
Like, breathe.
Like, yeah. But I would be very irritated if I
Yeah.
paid that much money to go to a show If they didn't want selfies, then don't allow cameras.
That's true.
Right, or like
Because-
have a sign or say something.
Right.
But
That's harder than a concert. I guess you didn't show.
No, when I went and saw Paul Rubens, they had these little pouches, and you would put your
And you
phone
put
in the
the
pouch,
pouches.
and it locked it up.
We have those at school.
Oh. If they work at a school, they'll work at a Miranda Lambert concert.
I mean,
if
she's
she
that bothered by it.
If you're gonna stop your show,
see, and then I wouldn't have left because I paid too much money to be leaving. Like, I'm finna watch you, Miranda.
Yeah, but that just killed the vibe.
And that would put us out. Like, I would would I ever go? And then every time she came up with a new album, I'd be like, nah, because she pissed me off. She called me out in the middle of a concert.
Right? What if she's
gonna
call you out?
Like, now it's nationwide. Like, everybody knows I'm the one that was like, I was just trying to take a selfie.
Right?
And then even if you look in the picture, they are like splitting it so they can have Miranda have so it looks like she's taking a selfie.
Right.
So they were like,
they were really excited about it.
And she,
I just think it's funny because, like, I don't know. I just think it's funny that she was like, no, and that's her history. And it reminds me. I remember on Jenny on Forrest Gump. She was like, I'm trying to sing a song here. Miranda's trying to play naked in the guitar, and she just like, God damn it.
Trying to sing some country music.
if they ever remake that movie, I'm gonna put in my suggestion for Miranda Lambert. Yes. Be like,
I never liked Jenny in that damn movie anyway, so trying to sing a song here. But like, it just makes me laugh. And like,
she just had those little heels on.
Yes, right.
And then Forrest stomps up there and carries her ass off. And then she gets mad and hits him, and then she stomps off, and everybody sees her titties.
Right. And then you're like, Jenny, like that was not the time or the place to be singing.
It's not.
Like, these are military guys that want to see some
she was
boobies.
saying, like, how many?
Right. Girl, you need to go open mic night.
Have you ever heard of Beyonce?
Right, like, we are not doing this is a strip club. Girl, you came here to make some money, make your money, and then go to open mic night to do your artistic side.
Go sing a song somewhere else, girl.
Right, that's why Jenny was annoying. Jenny was freaking, what's the word that people
trifling.
She was trifling, and she was just, I can't think of that word. I always forget.
Inconsiderate.
No,
selfish.
Whenever people expect stuff.
Narcissist.
Yeah.
No. Oh my God. We use it all the time, y'all.
It'll come to you right when we're about to run out of time.
Yes. But she just like expected stuff. Like, I expect you to raise this kid, even though I didn't tell you till he was 7 years old.
Right. I just named him after you.
Right.
That would be a shocker.
Right. And every time I leave and come back, you better take me back. She was toxic.
Yeah, she was.
But I guess she was raised in a toxic environment.
Yeah. She wanted to be a bird.
She was my least favorite character, Jenny.
One of my favorite lines in Forrest Gump is when he's like, go back to where you belong in Greenbow, Alabama.
Just like the way he said that.
The way he said Alabama. Oh, Tom Hanks.
So
you're gold. You're gold.
Yes.
Okay, back to Miranda Lambert.
But I think it's funny too, because I have to admit, I think it's fun when you're, especially like the female, it doesn't matter, female or male, but when the pop star is like slightly diva-esque, something about that just makes me, like, once I learned that Mariah Carey was a little bit of diva, I was like, ooh, I like her even more.
Okay, but Mariah Carey diva is different than Miranda Lambert.
I don't think Miranda Lambert, I don't think she's at that level to be acting that diva.
I mean,
yet,
she's at the level
opinion.
of country music,
but I guess
they paying $750.
Yeah.
We talked about it on the national.
Right.
There's
just a more fun way to do that.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's right. I think
but
it's
there
fun.
is also concert etiquette. Like, I don't think you should be singing so loud to where people around you can't sing.
Right.
Like,
and you shouldn't like be standing up if people are
yes,
like in front of
and
people.
don't video record the whole dang thing because you're never going to go back and watch it. Your Facebook friends aren't about to watch it. Like, just enjoy your damn show. But it's a selfie.
Right.
It was a picture. It wasn't even a video. They weren't
Right.
Yeah, they didn't like set up their lighting umbrellas and lighting their selfie
most
ring.
This would be like a minute to get everybody in
Right.
frame.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And it looked like probably like someone behind them was the one taking the picture.
Right.
Yeah, like
so it was like they weren't bothered.
And it was like during like the ballad part, so they probably thought like, ooh, we got a second.
Yeah.
Because she looked like she had like it was just her and the microphone.
Right.
Because, like, she was probably, like, dancing around at one point and doing, like, all her big hits. And then she was like, let me take it down a notch, guys.
And they're like, this is our chance.
Yes, and they're like, woo. And then she's like,
I'm about to get the greatest Facebook profile pic of all time.
Right?
Yes.
And then here comes Miranda Lambert. I don't like it at all. Girl.
Like, if you were them, would you post the pic?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Would it still be on, like, your profile pic?
I'd be like, it was me.
You're like, I'm going to get all the free stuff I can get.
I'm about to milk this. I'm about to go to all the concerts and take all the selfies.
Because it's hard to be, like, but I think as far as country music goes, she's about as high as a woman, especially a woman.
For sure.
Can, like, so.
We'll give her respect.
Yeah,
where respect's due.
For sure.
But
fun fact about Miranda, me and Leslie, I guess that's not about Miranda. Was it about Miranda?
Kind of.
So Blake Shelton, we went to the Miranda Lambert concert in Dallas, and Blake Shelton made an appearance.
He showed up.
When they were
and then a few years
next
later,
year,
was it like next year?
Like a year
Remember,
or two
we
later,
all went to the
when we all saw Gwen Stefani and Eve.
Yeah.
And then Blake Shelton made an appearance.
And then he was dating Gwen Stefani, and Blake Shelton showed up there too. So we saw Blake Shelton twice.
Y'all saw him twice?
Miranda Lambert, and then
we've never paid for him.
Right.
He's been, and it's so funny because when he came out, we were like, what?
I think
That's
he even
so
said, like,
cool.
wouldn't it be funny if Blake Shelton showed up?
Yes.
And then he sure
Showed
did.
up. And we were like, Blake, we've seen you twice.
Like, Gwen's
fun.
way more fun at concerts than Miranda.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it was Gwen Stefani and Eve, though.
That was
Yeah, so it was like, it was funny
funny.
because it has two totally different genres. Like, you wouldn't think that he would have shown up at that one. But
Right.
he did. He was like, hey, yo.
That's when he made his big switch.
He was like, chew the back, chew the back, chew the back.
Oh, Blake.
Oh, I love him.
Yes.
cute.
They're right. Yeah.
Well, you know who is letting people get all the selfies they want? That video.
With Usher?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I love the videos
and-
of people living their best lives at the Usher concert.
And Usher is so cool. Like, he just rolls his eyes. So Ramel sent us this video, and this woman is losing her mind at the Usher show. And she's screaming in his face. She's pawing at him. It is
Like, her hand is all over his forehead.
squishing
and
his
she's just
face
letting it
around.
And he's just like, they're paying me a lot of money. So.
They paid $757 for this. Let them do what they want.
But he was so
After
gracious.
the Kiki thing, everybody's been telling me, like, who's been to Usher that I know, and even, like, listening to podcasts, everybody's like, that Usher show is lit. Everybody's like, I just listened to a podcast, and they were like, they just came back with Nicole Byer and Shasir. They were like, it's life-changing. You need to go.
Yeah, he is.
You need to go. So
serenading
everybody... And even I have a friend who just went this summer, and she was like, if you get a chance.
Oh, I want to go.
I think
I
it
always
ends in
wanted-
October, right? I think this one ends.
Oh,
October.
really?
I believe so. I think
Dang.
so. Yes. So we gotta go see him.
Yeah, but yeah,
I want to see him. I think he'd be skating and stuff.
I
Yes,
thought that
there, he's,
Usher
like, roller
was the
skating.
coolest prom DJ of all time.
Oh, and what was that? Not Can't Buy Me Love. What? The one with
Right about now.
yes.
Soul Brother. Was that
Is
the
that
one?
She's All That?
Yeah,
Yes,
she's all that.
yes. I was like, which teenage movie was
The
it?
Funk Soul Brother one with
Yes.
Usher.
So this is like full 360. So my first concert with Janet Jackson back in and then Usher opened,
Ooh.
and so he was doing the 7 o'clock, and me and like we didn't care about Usher at that time.
At that time, sorry.
And
I
so
should've
he
did
was
that.
like, "What time is it?" And we were like, "Time for Janet!" And then he goes 7 o'clock, and we were like, "Ugh." Like,
we were just ready to like get on with Janet, and now we were like, we look back and we're like,
we should have
sorry,
appreciated.
we did not. That did not age well.
Yeah, like we should have appreciated that
right.
more.
Like that was a bad decision on our part. Should have just enjoyed the ride.
I was very excited for Janet Jackson.
Right.
Yeah, we were. We're like, time for Janet.
Yes.
Usher. Poor Usher.
Yes, I'm sorry.
You gotta start somewhere. Like at some point, we're gonna have a residency of Woo 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 the podcast,
Yes,
and we'll listen back to like our first episode and be like, And now we are going to talk about this.
Right. And it takes me a while to warm up to artists. Like, I didn't I didn't dislike her, but I wasn't like a Beyonce fan like always. Like, since Destiny's Child, like, I was like, those are some cool songs. Yeah, whatever. It took me a while because I feel like I have to like. Just like I am with friendships. I'm like, who are you? Hold on.
What are your intentions?
And then like after your second album, I'm like, that was a good second album.
Then
I'll start to like you. So same thing.
Also a little bit that way when like an artist breaks away from a group they're in.
Right.
Like Justin Timberlake with NSYNC. I can see that Beyonce with Destiny's Child.
I feel like I just now discovered One Direction. I'm like, are you guys gonna get back together or?
That was real fun, you guys.
That was
y'all were onto something.
It takes me a while. Like I don't ride the wave when it first comes out.
Harry Styles is so cute.
Yes, he is.
And I love Harry Styles, but I don't know as much of his songs as I think I do. Like sometimes I listen to songs like, I don't know this, but I'm like, it's still nice. Like I would still love to see him in concert.
Oh yes, for sure. You don't? You sure? You don't know?
I don't think I know as much as I think I do.
I feel like I know more Harry Styles, and then that's where because I like Harry Styles, and then I was like, let me go back and start listening to One Direction. And then I was like, these are bops.
Because I'll listen to something, and then I'm like, let me go back to my set playlists that are like 90s R&B and hip hop.
Right.
Old faithful. Yeah. That was enough branching out.
I don't give my playlist a chance to like.
Right. I try to branch, but when I branch out, it's still like not, like I said, it's like One Direction. It's not like new stuff. Like Ramel, it's 2023.
I did that with The Cure. I was like, I forgot to listen to The Cure.
And I've done that with like Garth Brooks. Like, you know what? I need to go back and listen. Learn me some Garth Brooks. And you're like, okay, 1990. Like, yeah, I'm like, sorry. At the time, I didn't appreciate him, but I don't need to.
I need to go back and make it happen.
Make it work, yes. Listen to me some Garth. That's another person I would like to see. When we talked about our concerts.
Isn't he done?
That we
thought he already came.
But I feel like they always done.
Yeah, how many last?
George Strait is still...
Right, Elton John.
Rolling Stones, girl.
Right, the Eagles.
They've been doing farewell tours since we was kids.
They've been hotel in California for a long time.
Girl, so yeah, I'm going to see some Garth Brooks one day.
Ooh, I get to go see Earth, Wind & Fire and Lionel Richie on September 1st.
And Leslie, you have seen Earth, Wind & Fire a lot.
Yeah, this will probably be like my 5th or 6th time.
Where's that?
I think I don't know where the show's at. I don't know. I don't remember.
With your mom?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. It's the best people
I'm like,
watching.
that's some fun mother-daughter.
Oh, it's so fun. We've gone and seen them at Choctaw Casino. It's just fun.
Nice.
It's a good show.
Randy, remember when I tried to get everybody to see Stevie Wonder and no one wanted to go?
No.
Yeah. Really? I tried to get all of our family to go see Stevie Wonder, and Daddy was like, I saw him back in 1976. And I was like, okay. And both you and Mom were like, I think LJ was really little.
I was like, if LJ was really little, that means I was in like my late 20s.
Yeah,
and
you didn't want to do nothing.
I don't care that much.
Yeah.
But now I would have been.
And yes, because Mom came back and she's like, I wish we would have went. I'm like, I was trying to get everybody to go, and no one was on board.
Yeah.
Right, like.
I can see at that time I was like, no. But now I've been like, yes.
Right.
Like immediately.
I thought it'd be a nice family thing.
That would have been a great show.
Right.
I saw B.B. King, Etta James, and Al Green all together.
Ooh.
That was a fun show.
I just recently saw Willie Nelson.
Ooh.
And that was a good people watching.
Oh, I bet.
It was great people watching. I sat next to like 20 somethings who were all in drama. There was laughing, crying, like you're doing this with this girl, and then they left, and then you're doing this, and all the girls look the same. They're on like white dresses, cowboy hats, and cowboy boots, and all the dudes look the same. But it was great. Like you couldn't tell me. I couldn't tell you what happened at the concert. They sat direct by me, and I was literally like looking over the whole time. There was this couple behind them who we made eye contact, and the girl was like, "Are you invested?" And I was like, "Yes, girl. Yes."
I love
like
when you have an eye conversation with strangers.
We were both like, "Yes, girl, you invested," and we were like, "Yeah." And then we all got drinks.
Oh yeah.
And so he was walking around with drinks, and he ID'd
dinner
me.
and a show.
He ID'd me. He didn't ID me. He didn't ID the couple, but he ID'd all of them. And we were like, then we all got in a conversation. We were like, "You didn't ID us?" I was like, "Do we look old?" And he kind of was like, "We're like, yeah, that's messed up." And even the 21-year-olds were like, oh, that's messed up. ID them. And we were like, yes, baby.
That's right.
Don't ask a question you don't want to hear the answer.
Now get back to y'all's drama so I can eavesdrop.
Right. Have Willie Nelson in the background. It was great. Like,
I do love me some people watching it at concerts.
Just in
great.
general.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had my little lawn chair because we were out in the lawn. So
Oh, y'all at Starplex?
Yeah. So it was great.
Well, I didn't even know Willie Nelson played there.
It was like a
festival.
Yeah,
Willie Nelson's like 9 years old.
Oh.
You know, they like brought him out. He sang like a little bit, and they took him back.
Would they take it in a wheelchair or what?
No, like
Oh.
you know, but it's like he had a specific spot. I guess he didn't have to walk that much, so he would walk and he would sing, and then be like, all right, and then they for like 2-3 minutes, and they take him back and they bring him back
That's
a little
hot.
bit. Yeah,
Willie Nelson's like, I'm playing with
but
y'all.
yeah, there were some other people there. Like I have recognized a song or two,
Right.
but I couldn't tell you who they were.
See, I just will go to any show.
Yeah.
I will go to any
a live
concert.
show is a live show.
Yeah,
right.
For sure.
Same.
I agree. I'll never forget one time I was went to Colorado for spring break with my friend Angel, and some band, and like I remember everyone else in the place was not interested. I guess they were like a local band, but everyone else was like used to them, and they played like a ska kind of like reggae feel, and I was so invested in this band. So I was like, first I was like, what? And then I was like, did y'all hear this? Like, this is really good. And like, everyone was like, okay. I went and got a chair and literally sat in front. I was like, well, since no one else did, I went and got a chair and stood in front of the lead singer and crossed my legs like, y'all are sing for me. I was like, this is amazing. And I have a front row seat. And I remember the next day being like, yo, that band was awesome. And they're like, yeah, the lead singer goes to, like, they knew. You know when you, like, know the people in the band, it's kind of like, that guy's a douche. But I didn't know him, so
you're like, I had a
lot of
time.
And I
can't
tell
want
you.
him to know it.
Right. Oh, I guess, I don't know if they're famous. I don't know. Maybe they are.
Oh.
Like, do you remember
It was
their
very
name?
foggy. That was years ago. And I'm sure I was inebriated.
Different time in my life.
Yes.
I used to follow my friend's band around. Their name was Southern Drive, and it was two guys that I played in high school band with were in it. One played trumpet in band, learned how to play the harmonica, and he got really good really fast. And now he's in Austin and like plays all around Austin. And the other guy, he played French horn in band, but he played the mandolin in the band.
Like the harp was a mandolin.
It's like a harpy guitar, kind of.
Oh, girl, I'm thinking of mandolin. You know what I think of when I think of mandolin?
That little baby Yoda.
No, like at a restaurant, you know, when you cut the onions or the tomatoes. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what? What are you playing?
At like the
You
butcher
cut
place?
some onions and the tomatoes or what?
That is called a mandolin.
Right?
Okay,
I know.
like
That's what my food and bring my chili. So I'm like, you need to be careful with some cut gloves, girl.
Don't play too fast. That'll get you.
Hilarious.
We ain't playing on workers' comp today, man. Or sir.
You may not have this shot while you're playing.
Right.
This is dangerous.
Well, so let's. What are y'all listening to? We over here talking about music, and
Right?
stuff. Where do you start? Let's let Randee start and tell us. What are you listening to, sister?
I'm listening to a lot of podcasts lately.
Like Woo 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 the podcast?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course Woo Woo is on the
You
list.
are very supportive. We
She
appreciate
is.
you.
Her
Yes,
and my
I
mom.
like. I'm like texting them as I'm listening.
Right?
Yes.
Like after the fact, like I'm like, I want them to be like, can you add this in? Like,
No.
I looked it up, and these are the facts that you didn't know.
Yes,
that's
yes.
what I will. I was like,
You're like,
these
I'm
are
like,
the
thank
facts
you.
about what y'all were talking about. Which y'all didn't know.
It's amazing.
But I looked it up, and I just want you to know.
Thank you.
But
Appreciate you.
a podcast called Newcomers, and it's Nicole Byer and Lauren Lamkus, and they basically like watch like intense stuff, like really like loved and big following stuff for the first time,
Like movies and stuff?
Yeah, like
okay.
like the first season of Star Wars. Like they watched all the
okay,
Star Wars
okay.
series. I've never seen Star Wars. I don't want
Right.
to, but they kind of like
Right.
watched it. The second season,
Because
Lord
yeah,
of
this
the
one of those
Rings.
things you always hear references to.
Right.
if you
The
haven't
second is
seen
Lord of
it.
the
Yeah, my
Rings.
husband's never seen it.
And they like basically
Sorry, what
it's
was
like
the second one?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
So it's basically someone like our personalities
Right.
watching stuff for us, and how they like I don't want to watch it. Like
Right.
they're even like this was a beating.
Yeah.
yeah, Lord of the Rings.
And so-
I saw all the Lord of the Rings in the theater
you
with
like
my
that?
dad. Well, it was like a bonding thing with me and my dad. I
Right.
read The Hobbit. I'm kind of a dork in some stuff. Like,
In some things.
I
Well,
love
yeah.
Game of Thrones and
I
Brady
love
likes
Game.
Game of
I like
Thrones.
Game
Yeah.
of Thrones, but I did have to kind of get tricked into watching it. Like, my friends had to trick me into watching it. Because I was like, absolutely not. And then finally, like, we were doing something and they just turned it on. And then I just, like, sat, like,
Dracarys.
Yeah,
and you were
I just got into it and was like, okay.
And now I have neither the time nor the effort to. I'm like, how many seasons?
Yeah, some stuff, if you didn't, go as it went, then
right,
yeah.
Because I started they started me out in season 5, but it was summer break.
So you can
I literally in like 4 days just like, I was so into it, didn't go to sleep for like 4 days. Was just like, I need to know what happens. So by the time like we really started doing watch parties, like I was caught up and stuff.
But that is a funny premise for a podcast. I like that idea.
Yeah, and like those, like the first 2 seasons, they were like, it was a big. They were like, it's such a big headache that the 3rd season they gave them the MCU, the Medea cinematic universe. So 3rd season Medea, 4th season Fast and Furious. Then the 6th season is Marvel, but they couldn't get onto Marvel. It was too much.
It's a lot.
But it's a lot. But the next season they haven't started will be Batman. So I really like that. And then
those are all the movies. Like, the only reason I know MCU, of course, is your nephew. So I'm all caught up on MCU. No problem. Right. But I understand if I didn't have him, then I would be like,
and they
that's
have
a lot
different
to go
people
back.
that were involved in all the projects and celebrities who are like big.
Nice.
They have different people come in and like kind of
talk.
Like
Paul Rudd would come in,
like or explain and be like this, and so or people who were just really into it.
Right.
So it's
I think the Fast and Furious, that's a good one.
Fast and Furious, I love.
I've only seen one. No, I've seen 2 of them, but I don't.
And I can't think of the dude's name, but Lauren Lampkin was pregnant during that season.
Who?
Lauren Lampkin. She was the other person doing it. Nicole.
Another
dude was doing it, but I can't remember his name.
Oh, okay.
And then Why Won't You Date Me with Nicole Byer, which is like, I don't know, it's just a fun like.
Nicole Byer is like, if Randee were
she's my favorite. She's my favorite comedian.
But if you were a famous person, like if a famous person played you, it would definitely be
for sure.
Byer.
Like we are the same. We're the same age. Right. We have the same sense of humor.
I agree.
She was the last person I saw before COVID hit.
Oh yeah.
Before COVID. Like
Randee was seeing I have a concert ticket on my fridge, and it was when I saw Paul Rubens and Pee-wee's Big Adventure before COVID. It was the last like fun thing we did before COVID.
Yeah.
So that's funny.
But yeah, it's just like love and being single and
I'll check it out.
30s.
And Randee, Nicole Byer was in one. She was on what's that show? It's on Peacock. Grand
Crew.
That's her?
Yes.
Okay.
And then she nailed it.
That's
I knew that.
Yeah. And then there's I know y'all are kind of like on the Netflix block right now, but when y'all get back on it, there's a new show on Netflix, and she kind of makes an appearance in there, and it's called like Thick Girl something. Like it's a good show. I can't remember. I didn't research it. Sorry. But it's a cute show.
I like Nicole Byer.
Yes, I love her.
Yes,
and we could be getting tips from other podcasts too.
Yeah, I'm always involved in podcasts. So
yeah,
she has like 4 or 5. She has like a ton of podcasts.
Like, she's
like
always doing something.
Queen.
Crazy, sis. Well, good for you. Good.
What are you listening to, Ramel?
Me, I'm the same way because I do listen to music all the time. But like I said, I was telling Leslie, like it was the same. Like I'm still listening. I was listening to Renaissance on the way here. I was in a church girl and having a party in the truck. So I can't say that every single week because it'd be weird.
Like,
so
what are you, Beyonce? Every time.
Until I get sick and tired of it.
Which you won't.
And then I'll go through another phase of where I'm like, I'm just listening to this or whatever. So that's the phase I'm on right now. But I did want to say, okay, because like I know you guys are not big Housewives fans, but Real Housewives of OC has kind of just returned, and has been so fun, y'all. Like some of the Housewives lately have been kind of heavy, like because you had like old girl from Salt Lake City, and she went to jail for stealing from old people, and then in Beverly Hills they had that lady that was married to the lawyer and stealing money from his clients, and that like a lot of it. And then like New Jersey, you got Teresa and Melissa fighting all the time, and that's the big thing about that is that they're sister-in-law, so you're kind of like, that's not even funny because y'all are family,
right?
Like,
y'all just literally get along.
That makes me sad. Like, so a lot of the Housewives have been so heavy, but it is like OC Orange County has like returned to form and like full lighthearted, just white lady debauchery, and I love it. And it's been like one of the old Tamara Judge has came back, and girl, they were fighting over IMDb.
Lord.
And drunk people telling other people, you're an alcoholic.
Oh my god!
Like on the boat.
It's not tonight.
You're too drunk. And it's just great That's what I feel like. That's what Housewives is all about. Some of the drama is fun, like when it gets like national headlines and stuff. You're like, ooh, but like
I saw that happen.
Yes, but like right now, and what I feel like in the Housewives universe, if you ask people their favorites, everyone's gonna say either New York, Beverly Hills, and you might get an Atlanta in there. And I love all those, but like I am a minority, and I'm always gonna say Orange County because something about those blonde white ladies.
Isn't that like the original?
I think it's the original.
Sometimes you can't beat the original.
Yes. And I'm not saying that I like want to hang out with them because they're like completely not my type of chick.
Right.
But just watching them.
But I'm gonna watch them on TV.
Be neurotic and and make just mountains out of molehills.
I just want to be like
they just have good table fun.
Next to them.
Yes.
I'm like Ramel. We are not leaving.
I just want to eat their dinners and drink their drinks. I
want to be a friend of. For sure.
Yeah.
Because they don't follow the friend up at home. Like, they don't do part of your home life.
Right.
You're just, like, there at the group events. And then hopefully you'll go to the trips. And you can just be like...
I don't know if we're interesting enough. I don't think that... I think we would be too much. I feel like I would just respond and be like,
No,
shoot.
I
wouldn't
act
give...
to keep my friend up spot on the show.
Yeah, I was like, I wouldn't bring enough to the table to like stay. Like, I'd be like,
I don't know. We can be real good hype people.
No, I would totally like. I don't think I'm good enough for a housewife like that. No, because then they follow you home and they want to see.
Yeah.
No, and they want to bring your family. But friend of, like I said, just to be at the group events, and go on trips. Okay. And I would be like the comic relief, like, hey, you guys, and like, let's do a dance or something dumb.
Right.
Like,
around me, I'm still eating.
Exactly. I'd be eating like, y'all over here missing this meal, and everyone would like flash me like, she always has the funniest one-liner. Like, totally down to be a friend of.
Fantastic at that.
Yes, but I would work to keep that job.
Yeah.
And it'd just be fun, and you'd be on TV. I would be so happy in that friend of.
I would be a great friend of a famous person.
Right. Like, don't ask me to be a full-time housewife.
No.
Like, what? No. But, yeah. And then I'd be like, can I bring my friend Leslie and my sister? And they'd be like, why we're friend up, bringing a friend up and a friend up?
Like, yeah, fine.
Dang. Sorry. But that's right now. And then the Real Housewives of New York just did a revamping. Oh my God. Okay, real quick, I have to say that too. They just did okay, so the reason that New York is not my favorite is because I always feel icky. When it comes to, like, New York, like, Upper East Side, something about that just makes me feel... Yes, it makes me feel icky. So I watch it, but I have to, like, stop and pause. I can't even finish watching Gossip Girl, y'all. It's just something about Upper East Side New York. Just...
Well, it's not relatable at all.
And it's so waspy, and it's that different type of, like... racism and prejudice that I don't understand. Like, give me a freaking Confederate flag redneck any day over some
give me someone in a truck versus someone in a
they don't have power.
Yes. Yeah. Those people had they have power and they
like
run the world.
Like really do.
And then they're like, we don't like black people, and you're like, ooh,
why?
You are going to ruin my life, aren't you? Like, at least the rednecks were just like, you're like, all right, don't you have to like me.
I'm gonna side eye you when I drive by your house.
Like, okay, bye. But those people, something about it. So, but the new Vamps New York, it's a different vibe. Like, they're a little bit younger, and they're all, like, Brooklyn chic.
Oh, okay.
And it's so cool. To me, it's like what you think of New York when you think of New York. Not like Upper East Side. Right. Like, ooh, don't go over there, y'all.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I'm watching. So if you're a housewife person, that's my housewife moment. Thank y'all for letting me spew, because I don't have anyone to talk to about that.
It's all right. I'm sure there's housewives listeners.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, I've been all up in Mama June.
Oh,
I still watch Mama June Road to Redemption.
Oh, that's Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's graduating high school. She's gonna go be a nurse and go to college.
Who? Mama June?
No, Honey Boo Boo. Alana.
Girl, who's Honey Boo Boo? She's the mama?
No, Honey Boo Boo's
Honey
the kid.
Boo Boo's the daughter who was in the pageant.
Tell me something. Okay, I'm sorry.
And then Mama June is the mom. But then
got you.
There's Chickadee Anna. There's Pumpkin. There's Lauren, and then there's Alana, Honey Boo Boo.
Cancer.
honey,
Who has cancer?
Chickadee, the oldest one.
Okay.
Anna does. Yeah, she's got terminal cancer.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So what is this on that you're watching?
This one is on We TV.
Oh, sure.
And she just got married, and like she's been working, you know, she was with Gino Doak for a while, and Mama June was on crack. Everybody saw it. It was bad.
Oh.
She like sold her house, lost her teeth.
After the show?
During the show.
During the show.
Oh,
And this was like after her
Lord.
surgery where they like
Yeah,
they like regate like she like lost all this weight and she was really beautiful.
Yeah, she looked great. And then she got with this guy Gino, and they started going downhill and doing drugs together. And then Pumpkin started having to raise Honey Boo Boo, and it's very dramatic. But it's a little bit like, you know, I just hope those girls get their lives together.
Yes.
But I just watched the last episode, and they announced Chickadee had cancer.
How old is Chickadee?
She's like 30 something.
Oh, no.
Maybe in her 20s. She's young, and she's got 2 kids.
Lord.
But
Girl, I didn't know all that stuff was going down on Honey Boo Boo.
Yep.
Well.
And then they also just released the new trailer for season 18 of Sister Wives.
I have heard about that.
Janelle,
I need to get back into that now that I know what's going on.
Janelle goes off on Cody.
And she's still married to him or no? She's the one that broke away.
They're
like
Christina, Christine, 3 of them left.
left.
I didn't know they left out the only
All
one.
the OGs left.
So he just married the one girl.
He has one sister wife.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I thought they was.
And everybody's been like, yes, finally.
And so. Oh my God! I know that the one girl, because she's married again.
Christine,
Yes.
she's engaged.
I thought everybody else was thinking about leaving.
Well, that's what this next season is Janelle leaving and Mary leaving. But like Mary's like, I'm still here. I still have hope. And Cody's like, I don't know why. I don't know why you even live here. But he, according to like their faith, she is not supposed to leave him because she'll be eternally tied to him. He has to leave her. But like at what point, like they have been this way for 10 years longer. So yeah, and then Janelle, she probably has the most faith out of all of them. And at the end, like in the trailer, she's like, you can't blame me. I'm not the only one doing all this. And he's like, well, maybe I'll just be the devil they all think I am. And then she tells him that he can go fuck himself at the end. And I was like, Janelle.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to watch that.
Yes.
Because I've been watching like through just like reading and clips and stuff. So
I used to watch the show and then I like went off
Right.
and then I was like, and then I
It got
started hearing.
real boring.
Yeah, and maybe that's when I
Season
stopped.
18.
So
Right,
now I'm like,
right.
I need to like go back,
Go
or at least
back.
where that started.
Yeah.
I need to go all the way
Right.
back.
It
maybe
started
just this last season.
Yeah, season 16 and 17 get
Okay.
real
Yeah.
tumultuous. And then now, like, the kids are speaking out.
Yes.
Gwendolyn, she has her own YouTube channel, and now she reacts to all of the old episodes. And she actually just got married recently. Congratulations. Gwendolyn Brown, whatever your new last name is.
Because I knew from day one. I knew he wasn't the one. I was like, this guy's an idiot.
Right.
But
Like,
yeah, he's a
I just was like, you gonna be married?
doofy.
Yes.
And yeah, at least at the beginning he tried with him. Now he doesn't even try.
And why I don't even understand why they kept on moving. I feel like they had perfectly fine houses. I'm like, that's
Because-
a bitch to move 800 million people.
Yeah.
I would like to move 3 people or 4 people.
There's a lot of like theories about that. It's like
Why
they
move so much?
because like they'll get like an extended loan for some amount, and then at like 5 years it runs out, and so they have to go do another one. But like now the thing is
That's
that
terrible.
since it's just one wife, the other wives, like, they all had incomes and they contributed to the family. Well,
oh, and the one that's
Robin, who stays,
Yeah.
she has never worked on the show, and Cody he sells guns or something.
Funky.
But she's got like $1 million and something home, and Janelle was living in a damn trailer.
Yeah, like one of them living in a trailer.
Yes, Janelle was living in a trailer because she's like, we bought all this space out here. It was called Coyote Pass. They bought all this space to build 4 separate homes, and Janelle was like the last one trying to hold out that they would build these, and they never did. And so she's like, I'm not gonna put in a lease or like buy another house.
Right.
I'm just gonna stay out on this trailer so I can motivate myself to like build my house. Like, she was planning for her future. And none of it ever happened. So, we gotta go get triple tippers.
Oh, I know. We knew it was gonna be long.
Right? Sorry, you guys.
So, in honor for our first guest appearance on our show, we decided our triple dipper will be your top 3 guest appearances on like a classic sitcom.
Right.
Like when the guest comes, the
like
track
recorded
is like,
in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah. Like you have to pause. Like the guest has to be like, "Hey," and they have to pause because the audience is like, "Yay!" Like that. Like
Yes.
Back in the day. So how about we'll go like we've been going. Like, Randee, you go first since you're our guest.
So I start with number 3.
Yeah, we do number 3 to 3, 2, 1.
So my third is Smart Guy, when Destiny's Child came, and they got to experience regular school, and they got to go to prom, and like Marcus and Mo were all like, "Oh my god!" And then they were all into TJ because he was all like little, and it was just cute. I loved it.
That's a good one. I like it.
That would be so. Can you imagine if Destiny's Child showed up at your high school?
Yes.
That would be amazing.
And like, y'all wouldn't believe what happened today.
Right? No. Okay. So mine is when Stevie Wonder showed up on the Cosby Show.
Jamming on
that's
the
a
one.
good one.
Jamming on the one.
And then they sang, and then remember when, so they recorded, I just called, and then Claire sang, she sang so good, and he was like telling her the words.
Oh, I forgot it. That's a good one.
That's a good
Yes, that's a good, I love that one.
That was
That's
a
a
classic.
really
Two icons, Cosby Show and Stevie Wonder.
Right?
So, yeah, how could you not?
Yeah.
How could you
Good
not?
choices, y'all.
Mhm.
My third one is when Joseph Gordon-Levitt would be on Roseanne.
Yes!
He was
Whose friend was he?
DJ's friend.
Yes.
And he talked for so long and he was so
Yes.
uninteresting.
Yeah, and DJ didn't have that many friends.
He didn't want to be friends with them.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, and Gordon Levitt,
He's so cute.
He's so cute.
I've had a crush on him forever.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he is good.
That's a good one, Liz. Of course, you would have Roseanne.
I
in there.
know.
Of course, I wouldn't expect anything less.
All right. Well, there you go.
Okay. My number 2 is Living Single with Grant Hill.
Nice.
When he came, and then he was like interested in Khadijah, and that's all Regine wanted. And she was just like Regine, but then Khadijah had to like turn him down, and he like wrote Khadijah a song and sang it to her. And then at the end, like when she didn't go from like Regine's trying to like sing on the piano, and he's like, no. He's like, absolutely not.
Of course, she wanted Khadijah.
But that was one of my. I don't know that. That was the first one that popped in when y'all told me.
Oh, that was your immediate first one.
Yeah.
Love it.
Nice. So I'm gonna make I always do this. I'm gonna make a second change. I'm gonna make a last. So my number 2 is remember when BBD was on Fresh Prince?
Yes.
And they try to do. Because it was what's that guy Ty? Remember the friend Ty? There was not on a lot of shows because there was DJ Jazzy Jeff, but then there's Ty.
Yeah.
And he was a darker.
Yes,
but he was hilarious.
He was funny.
He was on that episode, and they came down and they're like, "What happened?" He was like, "I need your decorator," or whatever.
They're trying to record the video,
right? And they kept on trying to be in the video. And then like Ashley came and was like, ah! And then at the end they were like dancing, and then they're like, "What are you doing?" And the Fresh Prince was like, "I'm trying to get to my room." And Ty was like, "I'm just trying to be in the video."
That would be me. I'd be like, I'm trying to be
and that's just funny because who does that? I'm trying to be
I would be doing
You're like,
the same.
BBD, you're at my house. Can I get in this video?
It's like, share the love.
Right? Don't trip. I'll be in the background.
Right? I'm not
I'm
trying to
get like,
Right, like, you ain't even gotta pay me. Just let me be like, that was me, you see?
Right?
Yeah.
Just one little shot.
One shot. Hilarious.
All right, my number 2 is more so a crossover.
Okay.
Is when Steve Urkel showed up at Full House. When Stephanie got her new glasses, and Steve Urkel had like, he opened the door. They were DJ and her friend were studying, and her annoying cousin was following them, and it was Steve Urkel. And then Jesse opens the door, and he's like, "Can you just be you're walking kind of like stiff, like chill out." And Jesse's like trying to tell him how to walk a little bit, like lean back a little bit. And then it's just, Steve Urkel's gonna Steve Urkel. And then he goes upstairs and he meets the girls, and Stephanie's like, I got these awful glasses. And he was like, just make fun of yourself before they make fun of you. And then she busts out those, like, silly glasses.
That's hilarious.
I do remember, yeah.
I was like, dang, because y'all are making, I'm like, dang, I didn't even think about that one.
Right.
Yes, that's a good one.
I would be, crossovers for me, like, the
Those
two
were-
worlds
yeah.
colliding.
Those were
Yeah.
great.
Love
Especially in,
those
like, the 90s.
Yes, on
TGIF.
On
TGIF.
TGIF. I was going to say TGIF.
TGIF, we would go, Mom would take us wherever we wanted to eat.
Mhm.
We would watch TGIF, and then we would go to Brahms after.
Nice
Friday night.
That was Friday.
That sounds like a great Friday
Right?
night.
It was.
We used to get pizza every Thursdays and watch Must See TV on Thursdays.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Those were fun memories.
Mm-hmm.
Those are fun. Yeah, people don't get in front of TV like that anymore.
Yeah.
at
Well, yeah,
set
because you
times.
just
Because
watch
you had
it when
to.
you can watch
Because
it.
you can just watch it whenever now.
Right?
Memories.
Full House did have, like, a lot, like, the Beach Boys would come on. a lot.
Yes.
Because that was Jesse was a part of the Beach Boys, wasn't he?
No.
Kinda, he thought he was.
He thought, yeah, they just, I don't know because it was a California thing or what.
Yeah, I don't know why they were.
Oh, because he was in the music industry on the show.
Oh, Jesse and the
Remember?
Rippers.
Yes, yeah. So
Yeah,
I guess he
that's what
just
it was,
knew
Jesse and the
them by,
Rippers.
but he might as well. And Loki, Beach Boys is legit.
They are really good.
Yeah, like, right?
Yeah.
Did you see that movie with Tom Hanks and old dude? Oh, I can't remember his name. It's about Brian Wilson.
Oh, okay.
Brian Wilson is the guy, like the
Beach Boy.
Beach-
Yeah,
the-
yeah.
not Lee,
Right.
He's the Beyonce of Beach Boys.
Right.
Gotcha.
But I didn't see the.
This,
nuh-uh.
It's a good movie. Sun and Sand. I can't remember it.
Oh,
I can't remember it, but it's good.
cool.
All right.
Okay, my number
Number
one.
one.
It is Cosby Show,
Hey.
but it's when Debbie Allen was there. Felicia Rasad's sister, and
Yes.
she was her trainer
Yes.
to fit into the dress for some
Yes.
benefits.
And
And she was
so
like
mean.
intense, and that's really it's really Felicia, like it was really her sister, and I was like, if Ramel and I were on a show, that's exactly how it
Right.
would. Like Ramel would be like, need to lose weight, and I'm like, come on, and just be like, like she was like so mean to her, and that was just, and I think just knowing that they were sisters in real life, I was like, this is great.
This is amazing. Yeah. They're so beautiful.
They
Yes.
are.
I love me Debbie Allen and Felicia Rashad. I'm like, oh, that's a good one.
Great choice.
Good
I thought we were
choice.
all gonna have the same number one.
Me too. Well, I thought I thought one of y'all was gonna have. I thought Randy would have mine, one of at least the BBD or this one, but I wasn't sure. But obviously not. So
No, yeah.
my number one. Okay, so when I went back, I watched the clip to like make sure I could explain it right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more of the moment that caused the guess, but I still laughed. So remember when on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, when they went to see the Oprah, they were on the Oprah show,
Yes.
Oh yes.
and Carlton. When the thing came on, he said, boop, 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 boop. And he danced. Y'all, we're gonna upload a clip to our because
Yes.
I watched it last night and still cracked up, and I was like, nope, still funny.
As the number one.
And then like Will was in the audience, wasn't he? Like officially, like he wasn't
He
really.
was, yes,
and
and
then
he
he
made his
made some comments and got to come
got
down,
to
and they're
come
like,
up,
oh
yes.
Lord, that's a good one.
Yes, but I mean that's a big deal for them to be on the Oprah show,
Right.
Now that we're
Yes.
thinking back on it, like that's a good.
that
but, like,
was a big deal.
Oh, when Carlton dances, that's everything.
Carlton. Remember that one episode where at the end Carlton's running away and then he falls in the kitchen?
Yes,
And he's like, his legs are dragging.
Yes.
No, God, no, oh no, because like something happened, and he's like, no,
Something.
no.
And then when he went to, he was like Macaulay Culkin as Halloween. And he was like, but it'll come out on trick or treating time.
Like one of my claims to fame is in college. We went somewhere in college for like spring break, and your girl won Carlton dance off. And I was like for like years, like my friends were like, I was like, I won this Carlton. They were like, that was 2 years ago, Randy. Shut up. And I was like,
Randy, we're at the Whataburger
Yes.
drive-thru.
I was like, I still to the day was like, I
I'm the
still
one
win
with
this.
Carlton challenge, dance challenge.
I was so proud of myself. I was like,
As you should be.
Yes, I agree.
That's
Oh, fun.
congratulations.
Thanks. It was great.
That's awesome. Well, I'm shocked that I'm the last one. I picked when Prince was on New Girl.
Ooh,
That
that's a good
was
one.
great.
Yes.
Their reactions
The
are
reactions.
so
Yes.
hilarious.
Yes.
And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I haven't given you enough time to freak out yet.
Oh my.
She's like, oh my God. Oh my God.
You're like,
seems like a girl. Oh my gosh.
That is one of my favorite
Yes,
clips.
you're right.
Like,
That is
sometimes
good.
I look that clip up on TikTok
Right?
just to be like,
Uh,
that was fun.
He is so funny. Those
Yes.
two on that show, like their chemistry
Yes.
is
Yes.
so good.
who was I telling her? I was like, because the show's based on Zoe Deschanel,
Right.
but it almost got overtaken by
The guys.
the guy.
What's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. Jake,
The real name?
Jake something.
Because all the guys have like a really cool, like
They were all
they're
good characters.
Really
Yeah.
good characters.
Yeah.
They're all very different, but very.
They all,
'Cause he-
yes. Schmidt and
Yes, I think another like when they were like when he were running and they're all like. He's wearing, and he's wearing his running shirt, like, and then the black dude's like, "Why is he running? Like, I see you, and I feel you." And I was like, "That's some love right there."
And
They're
then when
all
Damon Wayne
very
Jr. got on there,
concerned.
both Winston and
yes.
Damon Wayne, both of those were good characters. Coach,
Right,
yeah.
Coach. Well,
Both
he
of
was
them.
at the beginning, and then he left, and then he came back.
And then okay, is that what it was? Okay.
Uh-huh.
New Girl
Apparently, because I looked it up, and Prince loved New Girl so much, he asked to be on the show, and he wanted to do anything he could to help get Jess and Nick together.
What?
Yes, and that's why he went on the
Oh
show,
my gosh.
because he wanted those
How
two to get
iconic
together.
Right?
Like, how great as like the creator of the show
Right?
would you be like,
Can you imagine if like Prince was like, I'm gonna come on y'all's podcast.
Like, there'd be
because-
no question to be like, we got to do whatever we got to
Right,
rewrite
right.
whatever.
Yeah,
Like, to be a character on the show permanently, Prince,
every time.
right? Like, oh my god, that's an awesome, that's a good story.
Mm.
Like it. Well, that
love
was some
Prince.
good picks, ladies. I
Yeah.
love them. Those were all
Yes.
solid, good, fun picks.
Just like a triple dipper.
Just like
Just
a triple
like a
dipper.
I haven't had Chili's in a long time. I need to get some
haven't either.
Chili's.
I'm a teacher. We get Chili's tipsy a lot.
Chili's
That's like the
tipsy.
go-to. Yeah, sometimes
Y'all
we're
go
like,
to
"You wanna
Casa
get-"
Linda?
Casa Linda.
No.
Oh, because you go by her school.
Yeah, we go by.
Oh, okay.
I was like, Casa Linda.
No, we're like someone will be like, "You want to go to choir practice?" And we're like, "Yes," because that's what we talk. When we want to talk about going out to drink in front of the kids, we call it choir practice.
Okay. I like
And
it.
sometimes kids will like, "What y'all be singing?" We're like, "Songs." We be just singing.
Give me one margarita.
Well, now Chili's now has a like online. It's only online. You can only order it online or to go. It's called Just Wings,
Oh.
and that's where we order. Those are some good wings. It has curly fries, and they have
okay.
like different, garlic parmesan. Like it's literally just wings.
Oh.
But you can't go. Like if you try to go and order, they're like no.
It has
Huh.
to.
It has to be to go.
Okay.
At least for our, I'm gonna tell y'all, y'all like no. Maybe it's just in the country. I don't
Oh.
know. Because they be doing stuff, different
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah.
But it is delicious. That's the only time because matter of fact, we don't order pizza and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But wings, that's literally one of the only things that we can agree
Your
on.
kids like chicken.
They do. They're different.
chicken.
My kids are a little bit different.
Mm.
We don't eat out a lot because they're kind of
They're
fickle.
they're
Oh, and y'all
bougie,
live
they're
in the
bougie
country.
with
Yeah.
their food.
Yeah. And LJ, don't talk about pizza to him. He's like, pizza! He don't even know that.
Is there a lobster on it?
Yeah, exactly. That's where he. Yes.
Peasants in your pizza. I don't need that. So, but wings, we can all get down on.
Well, I'll check it out.
Yay! Well, y'all, that was fun.
That was fun. Thank you for
Yay.
coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
You'll
I had
have
a
to
great
come
time.
back and tell us
Yes.
how your school year is going. Maybe on the fall, maybe a
Yeah.
fall episode. You can come back.
Yeah.
Let me know. I'm ready.
Yes,
I had a great
darling.
time.
Yay!
All right. Well, we'll see y'all next time.
Oh wait, we got to tell y'all to follow all the stuff.
Oh yeah.
To follow.
Bye.
So follow Woo 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 the podcast. We have TikTok, Instagram, Facebook,
Yes.
and then same thing. Ramel the Realtor on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I have a YouTube page, but give me a second and let
Yeah.
me beef it up a little bit.
We're working
And
on it.
Randy, you want to plug anything? I don't know.
No. I'm like a decent single guy. A decent.
Right.
Yes, right?
That's all.
We need better than decent.
No, yeah. You need to have a job and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Benefits.
But we don't care
Car.
about picking about the job, just benefits and stuff. Yeah,
Right.
you ain't got to have like a millionaire job.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Just
There's somewhere to go
car.
every day.
yeah.
Don't live with your mama.
Exactly. Not too crazy, but
No. Y'all know
unless
anyone?
it's your house.
Just be a nice, decent young man with a job. Right? If you're taking care of your mom's one thing, but don't be like, oh, this is the house I grew up in.
Right. Bye.
There you go.
Right. But anyway, that's a whole nother podcast.
That's a different podcast, for sure.
Okay, y'all. Well, we will catch y'all next week. Thanks for chatting with us. And woo, woo, woo.
Just a quick note here, guys. Literally, as we were recording the episode, the Carlee Russell press conference was happening. Turns out there was no toddler. There's no orange-haired guy with Cheez-Its luring people into the woods. That is what that is. However, it is still important to stay safe. You guys keep your heads on a swivel and, stay safe, y'all.